What's up, everybody? It's Klaus, and I want to talk to you a little bit in this video real quickly about 4 things that you can do in talking to sellers and talking to buyers that will move your business forward. I guarantee it, in this market that we are having to embrace right now in this current pandemic state that we're in. So this is very important to you because there's a few things that are changing right now, and you have to be able to adapt, and you have to be able to adapt quickly and pivot your business to be able to be successful in this market. It's a scary time, so don't be left behind on this. First, gotta ask you, hit that like button and subscribe, and also hit the notification bell so that you will be notified of new content that I'm putting out. And I'm gonna put out something, now that we're working from home, I'm gonna be putting out something probably close to every day. So you're really gonna wanna see that. Follow me on Instagram to get insights as well. In other aspects of my daily life, I pretty much post there daily. So now we're gonna dive into this. In real estate, this is completely different than we've been accustomed to for the past 10 years. Not since 2007, 2008 have we seen a correction and something like this that has been a hurdle. This is unprecedented. This never happened before. So we have to be able to adapt and adapt quickly so that you can become successful. Now, there are 4 things that I have found very recently in my business that have been able to be helpful and have guaranteed to really differentiate yourself and help you get business. 4 things in talking to sellers. I'm gonna dive right into it. First, you gotta let them know that online searches are up incredibly. There is a huge uptick in online searches. People are at home, they're searching online. They have to move somewhere. There are people out there that have to sell, that are in a place, they have to move. They have to moving to a different location. They still have this problem going on. And this is a problem. You have to be the solution for this. So let them know that the online searches are huge right now. And this is how you're going to optimize those online searches in their benefit. The second thing is online tours. You can do this in a few different ways. You can let them know, and I've talked to FSBOs about this. For sale by owners, they can't sell, 95% of them don't sell in a normal market. This is definitely, it's almost impossible to sell your place. It's just a truth, and it's something you have to relate to them. And I'm relating to them because it's a service that I'm being able to provide that's going to ultimately help them out and help them get to their goals. Online tours. 3 different ways that I've found that are most helpful. One is a company called Matterport. I'm going to put a link below that you will see an example of this. They're able to view the property without even leaving their house and go where they want to go in the property. Now, I've only done this most of the times for bigger properties, but in this current market, you can do this for an apartment, an 800 square foot apartment. It really is helpful. Just a quick example, not even looking for this area where this virtual tour was. This is from a property in Weehawken, right outside of New York City. People in New York City this is a true story. They had seen the property listed because of my focused buyer campaign. In this targeted area, to these targeted buyers, they were looking for a 1-bedroom that they couldn't find under $1 million. Newly married couple wanted to have a baby, could not find a 1-bedroom under $1 million in the West Village. Saw this property. It was a house for about $1.1 million, but it had another bonus room and an in-law suite so that they could see that and have added benefit to be able to rent out that part of the house. Now, they saw this online, never even been to this area, but this jolted them to come. They put in an offer without even negotiation. We closed right away. That is a true story. That is what I relate to these sellers now. You can also do this in Zillow Premier Marketing. It has to be done through the app, but it's a first line of defense. Now, also regular video just on your phone to be able to sell that and let them know that you're going to send this to the buyers that want to make an appointment first so that they can see this before having to step foot in your house. It's almost like if they do want to come, it's like almost a second showing. So this is huge. This really sets the seller's minds at ease and shows them the added benefit that you can provide. Now, as far as open houses, that's another point of question right now that sellers are having. Oh, I can't have an open house. I don't feel comfortable with it. Sure, if they feel comfortable with you being in the house and you feel comfortable with this yourself, also offer up Facebook Live open houses. You can go through, take a tour every 15 minutes. People can join. You can do this on Instagram too. They can go through, you can take them through every 15 minutes. They can talk to you right there as you're doing the open house. It's a great aspect to be able to tell your sellers about. Now, if they want a private tour, you can also offer up this to do a private FaceTime tour with these. You can even advertise this in your property description and your agent remarks that you will do the FaceTime tour if that's what they feel comfortable with. You can even tell the seller, that's genius. That just came to me. You can have the sellers do a FaceTime tour where they can walk through their own house and show it and connect the sellers. Because if you're signed up, you're protected anyway. You can even probably join the tour as well. And also, the last thing, number 4, you can tell your sellers that, and I've done this in a normal market, offer up to negotiate the contract contingent upon viewing the property in person. They can go through all of these steps, negotiate this contract, get to a price where they agree upon as everything is good once they come to view the property, and then either when times slow down and it gets a little more comfortable, or they feel comfortable enough to let the buyers in, they can come through, see it, and everything else is taken care of. The price is negotiated already, and you can move forward with the deal. Those are 4 things to tell the sellers. Now, on the buyers or rental side, there's a few things to talk to buyers and rentals about. 1, have your buyer consultations or your rental conversations via Zoom. It's free. You can talk to them. You can both be drinking coffee in the luxury and comfort of your own home, and you can get a lot of the pre-qualification questions out of the way online on Zoom. Another thing about Zoom, you can even share your screen and show them things, as well as you can actually record the meeting. It'll be recorded for you and just send it to them so they always have a copy of it to recap what you talked about. Now, you can also offer up to your buyers that if they don't feel comfortable going in to all these properties, that you, if you feel comfortable, can take them through via FaceTime. You can walk them through the property, you can go tour properties for them. If they're renters, you can go take them through the building and tour these properties for them. Either record the video or put them on FaceTime at the same time. Now, I actually rented a place this year from a girl moving from Switzerland to New York. Took her through FaceTime one time. She rented a $4,000 apartment just like that, wired me money. This was before the pandemic was going on. So it does happen and it is possible. Step 3 that you can talk to your buyers about is if you feel comfortable touring right now, and you can find gloves, you will be the only one going through, opening the doors, opening the closets, and this will also set the seller's minds at ease that if you relate this to the seller agent. Because I already had a seller that wanted to slow down showings, not do any more showings, they were feeling apprehensive. The buyer's agent mentioned to me that she would have gloves on, be the only one opening doors and coming through, and that her buyers were already prepped for that. This set my seller's mind at ease so much, they ended up being way more comfortable with the tour and ended up allowing it. Now this buyer is looking to move within the next 4 to 6 weeks. So it's a really strong buyer. Step 4 that you can talk about for your buyers is why it's a good time to buy right now. And this is a couple things. You can talk to them, get them in touch with a lender to be able to have this conversation. Rates are historically low right now. It's really smart if they're renting to look at the possibility of buying right now. Do the comparison for them, rent versus buy. A little fact to leave you off with, in 2008, 2009 era, there was only, I think there was 8.2% of the population without a job. The other 91.8 had a job. They were the ones purchasing properties. Now, I don't know what this whole thing is going to entail and what's going to happen in the near future. However, the ones that have purchased in 2009, 2010, if you look at the equity they have in their home and they were able to hang on to it until now, wow, did they come up ahead. So not only has it been a buyer's market in a lot of areas for the past 2 years, and rates are historically low. I mean, 3.1, it's incredible. That right now is the best time to purchase, and you can show this to them. They can get a really incredible deal and be able to really maximize their investment. So here's 4 things that I'm gonna leave you off with before we go. And this is from an article I read this morning from a very prestigious real estate publication. And number 1, the times are changing. You need to be able to adapt to it and adapt quickly and pivot your business and do this very fast, because this will be able to make you ensure success going forward. Number 2, embrace technology. We're living in an incredible age right now where you're able to do these virtual tours. You're able to have these meetings that are from the comfort of your own home. Embrace this. You're going to come out stronger on the other side by being able to learn these technologies. Number 3, this is not a time for vacation. This is not a time to take off and say, oh, nobody wants to sell their house, nobody wants to buy. This is a time to double down on the work. You will come through so much stronger on the other side, and you are going to be able to learn new things. And when this whole thing changes and we're back to normalcy, your business is going to explode. You're going to have so much more business, and you're going to learn all these new techniques and be able to work so much more efficiently. So take care, guys. Thank you so much. And again, please comment on this. Give me any techniques that you might have right now in this current market. Be sure to subscribe below, hit the notification bell, and like this message. And please share it with anybody that you think may need it right now, because we're all going through this together. Thank you so much. Follow me on Instagram so that we can be in touch through there. I post there pretty much daily. And guys, take care, stay healthy, drink water, get some rest, and take your vitamins.